The Earth just recently did its first planetary defense maneuver.
I saw that. I thought that was pretty badass.
And it wasn't to kill aliens. It was actually to fire like a vending machine sized rocket at an asteroid.
Fast Forward podcast. How's it going, Lee?
Good. Still not a dead podcast. Still alive.
Yeah, we're still alive. I am very excited, Lee, this week because the voice for Mario, like everyone, you know how Chris Pratt is voicing Mario.
Oh yeah.
Well, everyone was like wondering what that's gonna sound like. Well, a voice clip actually leaked on the internet. I'm just gonna send it to you if you want to listen to all our viewers.
Well, that's delightful, Lewis.
Yeah. So here,
starting us off with
some good news. So Lee, I just sent it to you. If you just want to put it on the audio. So play that thing. It's from MovieRankings.net, verified source here.
Okay.
So.
Can you guys hear it?
Yep.
Hey, where's the freaking gabagoo? You motherfucker.
That's not actually his Twitter, is it? Or?
No, it's a fake. But the thing is that if Mario sounded like that, it would have been really awesome. So that's one thing I wanted to share. Okay.
That's pretty funny.
The second thing I wanted to share has been going viral every single where. It's a EDM song remix of Sweet Caroline, and I want to get your reactions on it because it is really bad. Like it's like not like really it's objectively bad, of course, but like just listen to it. It's
okay.
Let me get your reactions on this one.
Sweet Caroline. Good times now.
Okay, this could have been his first track.
But like it's that like if you look at the YouTube comments as well, like people
were raving about it.
Yeah.
Ironically, though.
No, I don't know. They were ironically.
That was Sour Caroline.
Sour Caroline.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone made that joke already, but
oh man,
I haven't seen it in the comments. I mean, I think it's fire.
My favorite part of the original Sweet Caroline song is the trumpets. But do you know what you don't hear every time you go to a sporting event? The trumpets, because when it goes ba ba ba, everybody goes ba ba ba.
Oh yeah.
So they
always
out the
take
trumpets.
it out.
I'm like, that's the best part of the song.
Yeah.
Shut up, people! I'm trying to hear Sweet Caroline.
I don't think I've ever heard the trumpets before.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding you.
You've only heard people.
When you said that, I was like, I thought you were joking for a second.
Yeah.
And then
It was a joke. It's not my favorite part.
Okay,
It's not my favorite part of the song, but there are horns in the original, but
So-
you never hear them.
yeah, but
I literally don't think I've ever heard.
Look it
I think I've only heard Sweet Caroline at weddings, literally only.
Yeah.
And in those situations,
DJ always drops it.
they always drop it and make everyone go
Play it.
ba ba. You know what I mean?
do you know what?
Iconic.
Do you know what horns are really good for?
What's that?
Intros.
True.
Ba, 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 ba. Time for the intro for the podcast. Let's do it.
All right.
Welcome to the Fast Forward Podcast. I'm your co-host Lee.
And I'm your co-host Lewis, and welcome to the fastest growing Canadian tech podcast in the universe.
This week we talk about secret cinema and how it's changing the game for film, and NASA's crazy planetary defense shit that just went down.
We're also going to be talking about cows and the metaverse again.
Wait, cows in the metaverse?
No.
Cows
Separate
and
things.
the mayor.
Yeah, cows and the metaverse. And then I also got a game for both you guys. I'm excited to play it. We're going to be introducing some more games on the podcast from yours truly. So I'm excited to play that, Lee.
Me too. And I'm a little bit sad because I thought you said cows in the metaverse, and for a second I thought like somehow we could like eat steak and it'd be like cruelty free, like just like cows from the metaverse.
Yeah.
But I guess that's
cows
not.
will be in the metaverse.
First story. Okay, secret cinema. I didn't even know what this was. Do you know what this is? Have you heard about this before? Because it's been
Well,
around for a bit.
Yeah, it's like a cinema that's kept secret, right?
It's actually, it doesn't, I think secret cinema is kind of a bad name. I don't know. I think it should be like experience cinema or something. It's basically like this an immersive world that is created for fans. And it's allows fans to come in and experience these different environments. Like, for example, like Star Wars or Guardians of the Galaxy. And you're in a space where the scene has been set up in a warehouse to look like the sets from the film. and you're in it. So it's not like there's like a green screens and stuff. It's like it feels like you're there.
Okay.
And then there's paid actors that are there, and it kind of reminded me of that Meow Mouth. Who was the artist behind Megamart in Las Vegas?
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure, but yeah, it was kind of like that because, okay, so secret cinema is referring to like a show that is happening, like a
You buy tickets, you go, and you're like living in this experience, and then there's some like actors doing like live scenes and stuff, but it's like almost like you're in the world. And
The second link has a video if you guys want to watch while you're talking about it as well.
Cool.
oh, I didn't see that. That's
It's like a quick 30-second video, but
That's cool.
I mean, so it is cool. I think if you're a super fan, this is gonna like definitely build the loyalty and give you an experience that you get to participate in. One thing I noticed is that almost all of them are like sci-fi,
Yeah.
and I think it's because, and this is like sci-fi is my favorite genre.
Yeah.
And what I always say is I love sci-fi because it takes me out of the world that I'm in and like gives me a bit of a break, and I get to like experience the world that someone else created. And I think that's awesome. And I think that's why everyone likes sci-fi. Everyone likes sci-fi because it's like these cool worlds that you just like wish were real. So it's, secret cinema allows you to kind of, it's, pretend, it's kind of, I think it really only works if you fit into it,
Yeah.
you play the
dress,
role.
Yeah, you're supposed to dress up. You're part of the set effectively as well by attending the event. So if you go to the third link as well, there's a little bit of a walkthrough of what you get. So you secure your place, you get your tickets. The story begins even before you enter the world. So they give you kind of like little missions and things like that, your dress code and everything along the lines. You can see like the three gold things at the top, Lee.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then on the very far one, it's like enter the secret world. So it's supposed to be like not known to everyone else. Since you have the tickets, you know where the location is. That's why it's like the secret thing that you're entering. Like that's where where it kind of comes from that way. But the big headline was that it was acquired for $100 million.
Which is crazy.
No way.
Because
I
it's
think
just a
that's
concept.
But I think that's so cool though, because every time I leave the movies, I always have that like euphoric feeling where like I learned something, or like I feel like I'm now disconnecting. I remember I read an article about how when Avatar came out, and that was like the height of the 3D movies,
Oh yeah.
that people felt depression after they left the movie because they felt so immersed in that world. And I was like, I felt the same thing.
Oh yeah. That world was very immersive.
Yeah.
Pandora.
I felt so in there just from watching it on TV. And now when you go into this right here, it's a completely different. I think adding that level of immersion is just so insane.
And circling back to Omega Mart, which if you listener of the podcast, me and Lewis went there the week we were off. We were in Las Vegas. The issue with Omega Mart for me was that we went in there and we didn't have any context of the story, of the lore. So we kind of had to learn like what the story was while we were in it, which wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
But it's so much different than going into a Star Wars set of a world you already understand, and you're seeing things like the food at the bar, or the certain characters, or the trademark structures that are from the movie.
Yeah.
Because you recognize them and you already know, so you get to immediately be part of it. Where with Omega Mart, we kind of had to figure out what the fuck the world was about and why.
It was kind of like, it was like two different ways of telling a story. Like for example, Omega Mart, you just kind of enter it, and then you're like the person at the front door will tell you like, just go through the portals, whatever. But it was open-ended. Like I don't have any clear direction of where to go. It was huge.
Yeah.
Versus like a more linear-based storytelling technique that could be told with one of these secret cinemas, right? Like maybe it's just like I have predetermined places to go and experience it that way.
And on the back of IP that's huge, like Star Wars and Marvel, like these are huge
IPs,
IP.
yeah.
So
Even Casino Royale, you were playing high stakes poker, and like you're doing things like it's an interactive. It's almost like escape room meets the movies, right? So something
meets improv, because
Yeah.
you also have to act. You can't like to really it's what do they do that it's like in the park where people like pretend to be like medieval. What do they call
LARPing?
that? LARPing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
LARPing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good way of putting it.
you go there, you pretend to be part of that world, and maybe we should go LARPing. It kind of sounds fun.
It does sound fun. Yeah. But
sounds a little more self-guided in LARPing. I feel like they all come up with the scenarios themselves, where this is like an interactive story.
You get to play a role. You're like an actor in it.
And they probably don't find a lot of ways that you can like deviate from the original storyline.
Yeah, because like for example, if you're a stormtrooper and in at this present time in this secret cinema, the stormtroopers are the enemy. You can't just choose to like deviate from that and be a hero. Like you have to be like you have to play your role.
Well, there was Finn.
Exactly. Other than unless you're Finn.
But here's the thing: who's saying I can't just go and body check a stormtrooper?
I'm sure they have like bad apples. You know.
Yeah, watch me. You know, like they can't stop me doing that.
Like when Lewis and I went to do the that VR zombie game, we decided to just embrace it and just like really pretend we were there. Like, get my back! Oh my god! You know what I mean? Because it made it more fun. You know, we probably look like total dorks if you were like the employee that was watching us. Probably thought like, yeah, these are full-grown men. What are they doing? But it made it more fun. I can only imagine if you're at one of these secret cinemas and you're like fully playing the role, and then some like Chad walks over and he's like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like,
I'm sure they have like some like
culture
Squid Game employees that just stand around like with guns, and if you deviate, then you're like taken out.
They take you out of the game for like being a kind of a buzzkill. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool.
You know what, Lee? It's out of this world.
Speaking out of this world,
what?
The Earth just recently did its first planetary defense maneuver.
I saw that. I thought that was pretty badass.
And it wasn't to kill aliens. It was actually to fire like a vending machine sized rocket at an asteroid.
That's pretty awesome. To like avoid Earth?
To avoid Earth. I mean, I don't know if this one was headed toward Earth. I think it was a practice run.
Okay.
But they definitely didn't hit it anywhere near Earth. Like it wasn't a risk to like, can you imagine they like did a practice run and they accidentally like knocked an asteroid into our orbit? Like that's like how you take the biggest L of all time. One thing before we get into it, NASA calls it the Double Asteroid Redirection Test.
Okay.
AKA DART. How many, like this makes me so happy, like highly scientific organizations create some fucking fabricated acronym so it can sound cool.
Yeah, the DART.
Like you just wanted to call it DART, so you called it the Double Asteroid Redirection. Like where did that come from? The double asteroid.
Because they could have easily
test.
made it the fast asteroid redirection test. You know,
it could have been any. Listen, they picked those words so they could call it the DART.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I respect it.
And it's NASA doing it. It's not like a couple of kids at their science, the science fair, doing their own little small experiment. It's like literally NASA. They're like, we need to name this thing, and it's fun.
I respect. You know what? It just shows in corporate America or government, or whatever you want to say, you can still have fun.
And you can just be a kid.
Yeah.
And I think, in your head, you always think they're super serious, but then, you find out that everyone's just trying to have fun.
Yeah. Everyone just wants to live life.
There's videos in that article if you guys want to watch while I'm saying the next part, but I wonder if NASA doing something like the DART term is actually like combating SpaceX being the coolest space place to work, right? Like making it more fun, like almost pushing them out of their like traditional shell as well.
Yeah, you know what? Like 100%, because for a long time, everyone that wanted to work in space wanted to work at NASA, and then for the last little while, it's been SpaceX at the very top of the list. So they must have inside of NASA a corporate brand PR person team that's trying to make NASA cooler. They've been doing some stuff recently. Remember we covered that little like video, like immersive game app thing. So they're getting up there. But
I mean, you know what? NASA's always going to be the go. Like they're just always making cool stuff. Like they're basically founded on top of American innovation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I don't know if they'll always be the GOAT though.
Because
they're like publicly funded and they're like super they're not innovative the same way.
I don't know. I like NASA a lot.
Like that's why they have to hire private space companies now.
Yeah,
to do this stuff.
absolutely. Which is just a benefit, for NASA. It's a benefit for everyone. But
do you
NASA,
think NASA would ever be able to recruit the same that Blue Origin and SpaceX and Luminaire?
Well, they're public, so obviously not, right? But you got to treat them differently in a sense as well.
I think I actually recently watched a video about how much an astronaut makes. And the astronaut was talking about how in the public sector he made it was less than six figures to go to space.
Yeah.
It was like 60,000 or something like that, 70,000. And the guy was shocked interviewing him. You went to space and that's all they paid you? And then he's like, yeah. And then I went to the private sector and I got paid 4 times more.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely a competitive advantage
But at the same time, I would go to space.
Regardless.
I would pay 6 figures to go to space.
Seriously. Yeah.
Like that to me.
The experience is worth it, right?
It's just so incredible.
But it was weird because he was like an astronaut, and then he talked about how he took that private job and he was able to pay off his school tuition debt. I'm like, this guy went to space and like no one's covered his tuition.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
can
Man,
the government spends how much on military, right? Like
Yeah.
they spend like $1 trillion on the military. It's like just buy one less tank and like cover your astronauts, cover their school
Yeah, literally.
fees. You know what I mean?
Literally. It's no kidding.
But it's cool though.
I think it's super cool.
Did you watch the video?
I did watch the video, and it's like,
It's like lagging. It's like every like 10 seconds there's like a new frame. Obviously,
Yeah.
this is like what video in space looks like, and we can maybe link this video or play it on YouTube if you're watching the video. But this asteroid's like every 10 seconds there's like a closer and closer frame, and then it just goes red. I assume because it crashed.
yeah, like,
Impact. And then the room just goes crazy. One side note, like look at the quality of the video coming out of NASA's. Like this video just is like brand new, right?
Yeah.
Like look at the video. Why does it look like it was recorded in the early 90s?
Yeah, this is true. And the celebrations too. Like I know they're all super smart people, so they're not gonna have like some swagger to their celebrations, but like you almost need like Key and Peele in there, like just in the background, just like to really
Just, like,
sell
to
really sell how like incredible it is.
and
But
he said, this is white people hype.
Yeah, you can say it.
This is what white people look
Like,
like when we get hyped up.
There's a lot of like handshaking, like at around the 1 minute and 3 second mark. If you guys watch around that part, you'll see there's like a double high five.
the double high five. Imagine blowing up an asteroid and double high fiving
And
at the celly. Like
There's a group of old white guys all shaking hands. They literally just did the first ever planetary defense maneuver, and they just like they look like they just left a networking event.
Yeah, literally. It looks like they're about to announce Microsoft 98.
Developers.
They're literally like, yes, my corporate. Yeah, come on, NASA. That's the thing that they need to get better. Like they need Key and Peele there.
yeah.
But
The thing that would suck is that they would get paid more than all these people combined, probably.
yeah, for their appearance.
Yeah.
I think the last takeaway for me is that we're living in the future.
Yeah.
They just announced recently these flying cars that will be announced pretty soon, that you can like literally like fly around in a car. We've got I on my way to work, I see, in the summertime, people on hoverboards, like just getting around. Most of the cars are supposed to be electric. We're like defending the earth with counter missiles. I thought that was a thing we already did before.
Yeah.
The fact that this is the very first time that we've deflected an asteroid is evidence I watch too much sci-fi.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say it's all in the movies that we've done it a million times in the movies.
I'm like, what? This is the first time? Like,
That's where they're going wrong. They need to start consulting these sci-fi artists and sci-fi people and being like, yo, like this is how we do this shit.
100% they should be. That's where innovation's coming from right now. We're living the sci-fi era. Like we're living that right now. So pretty cool. There's all sorts of, advancements in, artificial intelligence, robots and stuff too. Like, actually in 2 days, Tesla's going to have AI Day.
AI Day.
And next week we're going to be covering that. So you definitely want to pay attention because we're supposed to get more autonomous cars and also AI robots.
Oh, well, do you know what's really cool, Lee?
What's really cool?
AI cows. Now,
Why is that less cool than an AI robot, an AI cow?
No, I said it was more cool.
I don't know. I feel like it's less cool.
No, it's definitely more cool.
All right, tell me why.
So,
Move over.
Move over, robots.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty funny.
I hate to milk this here, but
Nice.
thanks. So,
Nice.
That was utterly.
That was really cheesy.
That was utterly ridiculous.
oh, calf. Okay, so this comes directly from CBC. So thank you to CBC for doing this here.
Canadian corner, baby.
Canadian Corner. Betsy, short for bovine. Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Is that a cow term? Bovine?
Yep.
Mhm.
Bovine expert tracking and surveillance uses facial recognition cameras that watch her animals. If the app detects strange behavior, it will alert the user. So it has this AI model that just completely checks on all of her cows and like the position that they're in to see that they're not going through some sus shit. So like if you go on the
That was a super technical way to describe that, Lewis. To make sure they're not going through some sus shit.
yeah, like, so on TikTok I've seen like managing cows is sus because like there's so much things that could happen. Like they get like pains in their feet, so you have to like get the pus out of like their like, because they're getting so much bacteria, the way they walk, and all this like affects the end product. So cows aren't the only. So the thing that's cool is that cows aren't the only animals that they recognize. It can track over 50 animals, like including horses and sheep. So it says AI cows, sorry, a little bit of clickbait. But the thing is, it's mostly like AI is finding a way to manage cows.
Yeah, this is like very clickbaity. It's just like facial recognition software that works on animals. It's not AI cows.
But it's
why did I envision like a robot cow, like
for sure? But the thing
grazing
is,
the
it's
land?
not too clickbait because it is pretty impressive. It's not just like facial recognition. Yeah, like we can.
It knows more than that.
It knows like what cows do that are sus.
At the end, it said someone commented on the article and said, "Great tech, but did the cows agree to the app's privacy policy?"
Yeah, they don't want to be monitored that much.
But you know where you will be monitored? In Walmart's metaverse.
Okay, Lewis, we've talked about Walmart metaverse stuff like I think 5 times already.
I know, but
What's happening today?
But this is hilarious because beforehand, like everyone has this term metaverse. Like, what the hell is it? What the hell is the metaverse? But they've actually made a real play and creating a virtual universe that you can chill in. So
you can chill in.
Yeah. So
Walmart's making a place for us to chill.
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
Walmart Land will offer a virtual store where Roblox users can use badges and coins earned on the platform to buy merchandise for their avatars. There will also be a physics-defying Ferris wheel that provides a bird's eye view of the virtual world, plus unlockable tokens and badges that can be earned in games and competitions. Roblox is a huge player in the metaverse area. Kids love Roblox. Does Emerson play Roblox?
He actually doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't allowed him to play it yet, but I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, but like either way, if he does play Roblox, it's huge because people can like build their own worlds in there. They can monetize their games that they create. It's really crazy, and it's been around for a long time. But I wanted to show you guys a clip of kind of like a little bit of a dystopian vibe, okay? If you want to click on that link, Lee.
Is it in the chat?
It's in my article that I put there.
Okay.
If you have a look, this video of Walmart's chief marketing officer on a stage in Roblox talking about its new Walmart Land experience is one of the saddest videos I've ever seen. This is the tweet. So just play it out loud there. Actually, 1 second. Let's sync that all together. So Lee, start at the beginning of the video, and then we'll just do 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Play.
Virtual merch. Okay.
You can probably just stop there. But
Yep.
like
Yo.
here's the thing. Okay, I love Walmart because Walmart as a business is cool. What they do for me as a consumer is cool. But man, they are just so like the soul is just sucked out of everything cool there.
This is not cool. Why is there only one person in the audience being talked to by all these, by this one guy?
I don't know.
But one thing I want to say, Amazon stock is overvalued. Walmart is way underrepresented here. Like they've recently made these like the drone deliveries and meal delivery programs and pickup, and like they are so future focused. Like Amazon doesn't have a fucking virtual store.
They don't have Virch.
They don't have Virch. Amazon's supposed to be like the new, the it guy.
I got a question here for both you guys, okay?
What's that?
Metaverses and companies creating their own metaverse that people can hang out with and want to be there. We have Meta's metaverse, right? Horizon Worlds. We have Walmart Land. Do as you please. We have Nike. Like, what do you think people are going to want to be in these metaverses?
The ones that let you have sex will do the best.
VR chat is already there.
VR chat has that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because Walmart can't. Because I'm going to be honest, the early stage of virtual reality, the metaverse, is going to be a place for people to talk shit and eat virtual booty.
Yeah, that's
what's going to happen.
Some booty.
Like that's what's the driving technology. Gaming and porn is the driving technology behind virtual reality. And if
that's
you're in
all VR chat is that, and it's community made, so it actually feels genuine.
So because it's not like there's someone being paid to be there.
Yeah, like VR chat. There's VR chat devs. There's a company behind it, and like you have the optional choice to pay monthly to help support it. But it's like very open, right? And it's like kind of it has a community where people like trust it versus being backed by some big corporate player.
So you can find girlfriends and stuff on there.
Yeah, like dude, the whole entire place is filled with anime waifus.
What's an anime waifu?
Like anime girls, everywhere. There's anime girls everywhere,
Crazy.
and like furries and stuff. But like what you're saying is like driven by porn.
Yeah, it's like people. Cause and the thing is, Walmart land. Like, what can you do? Because Walmart has to keep their image safe or
Yeah.
whatever, right?
He literally said you can go to the physics-defying Ferris wheel.
dude,
like-
we're in the metaverse. Everything's physics defying.
But the thing is that when you say physics-defying, you expect like the slingshot or something. The Ferris wheel is the most like a 2-year-old can go on a Ferris wheel.
Why would I want to go on a Ferris wheel
Yeah.
in real life?
Yeah, I don't want to go on one in real life. Why am I going on one on the metaverse?
I would literally skip the line at the Ferris wheel every time.
Yeah.
Metaverse ain't gonna be better.
No, it's not. So I gotta say, it's the soul has been sucked out of the metaverse thanks to Walmart Land.
But you know what? Good for them for trying.
We're trying.
And I assume they'll keep, crushing it as this metaverse wave is continuing
Yeah.
to grow.
But can you make phone calls in Walmart land?
Can you?
I don't know if you'd like it.
Maybe.
Is it Walmart chat?
Walmart chat. Oh my God.
I don't think so.
No. But Helium Mobile is going to be the world's first crypto carrier. So what that is, it's T-Mobile. They're partnering with Nova Labs. They're going to be a 5G network called Helium Mobile. Similar to similar 5G networks that you're using, gives you texts, calls, data, all that kind of stuff. But just by using it, and the plans start as low as $5 a month, just by using it, you earn dollar mobile, so a token for using their network. The users will own their data and not be advertised to third parties. They're trying to launch it in 2023. What do you guys think of like the possibility of earning just from using the plan, and then maybe even paying off the plan, and maybe even making money by using this plan?
So here's
You go first.
I was gonna say I haven't read this article at all, but I'm familiar with Helium. I actually looked pretty deeply into getting some of their nodes, and their website looked totally different. The same logo, same name, but basically what I heard about was they were creating this physical blockchain network, and you could buy their nodes and you could put them in your on top of your building. For us, we have like a really big building downtown. We could put it on the roof of our really big building, and then people could use the Helium network, and then you would get paid in a token if you did that. So I had looked into this like maybe almost a year ago about buying 10 of them and then making residual income from it. It looks like now that's why they were doing that. They were paying people to build this blockchain 5G network, and it's almost like a democratized 5G network.
Yeah.
Like rather than us paying Rogers for access to their 5G network, you're paying like this group of people that have all like
Set up their nodes.
and they're all as a group sharing the work of making the network, and you being on it. You only pay the cost that you need to pay these people to support the network.
Yeah. I like that.
It's kind of cool.
I think it's cool too. I mean, it's kind of one of the only things that crypto, has benefited from is that democratizing stuff like that. So I think it's kind of cool.
It's funny because most Web3 things I think I show you guys are like, yeah, that's a gimmick.
Yeah.
And then the one time I show you something that I'm ready to tell you why it's a gimmick, you guys are like, this one's pretty cool.
Tell me why it's a gimmick. Yeah, because
Not necessarily a gimmick, but Helium's just been struggling like a lot. They recently raised $200 million, which doesn't sound like they're struggling, but they were caught misrepresenting partnerships on their website, and a few other little scammy whammies going on with Helium. So, but the concept's kind of interesting. But it seems $5 a month for a phone plan, which is cheaper than most like burner phone plans, and then you're expected to, or you earn rewards as well that you might even be able to make money off of using it. Seems a little too good to be true. But they left their own blockchain. They're moving over to Solana. Seems like they have a lot of money, midlife crisis kind of situation going on with Helium right now. But the concept in general is kind of an interesting one.
I think the interesting idea, it really just matters, like, if the execution is going to be good. Like, that's the only way I see it. Like, the reason why, like, we do have the centralized, like, networks and towers, whatever, is because we can get reliable service from it. And if I'm not getting reliable service, then I would want to switch over,
Yeah, and I just sent you guys a link to what I was looking at. So this is their hex map,
Okay.
and you can see there like my neighborhood doesn't have coverage, but I could buy a node and then I would be covering it myself.
Nice.
But downtown was already taken, which is ultimately why we didn't look into getting them. But they literally can tell you, you can actually look up how much money you'll make, and they've been paying it. And I think to your point, Storm, about, you know, how we always say everything that's, you know, usually all these crypto stories are scams, but this one we're saying is pretty cool. But this is the one that's struggling is because of the nature of crypto. The ones that look like they're great and awesome and doing amazing are usually too good to be true, and that's why they're fucking broken. And this is a great idea, but because it's a great idea and it's honest, it could potentially fail. It probably will fail, and it'll probably fail because it's competing against a private market. So it's competing against, you know, TELUS and Rogers and Bell.
Yeah.
And it's so hard because those companies just put so much money into creating a great service where you have coverage everywhere, and they have an uphill battle to climb. Now, they could work kind of like small ISPs like start.ca and just start in small markets, and then over time just have such a great customer experience that more and more people want to join. But if you guys look at Ontario on that map I sent, like, there's no coverage between Sarnia and London. Like, your phone wouldn't work on the highway.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Already doesn't.
yeah, I think that's true. But, like, if you look in the States, like, there's some areas that are, like, so covered. I'm actually surprised that they have this many nodes, eh? Are you, like, you guys seeing this?
Yeah, that's a lot of nodes.
It's pretty impressive. And I wonder if it's just, like,
What are they doing out in the middle of the ocean? Oh, they're islands.
yeah. So I would say this is an impressive feat as a collective. Like, I'm curious how many users they have.
They got one just really random in the ocean. I wonder how I can get.
There's one in
Bermuda.
one in Bermuda.
Damn.
But yeah, this is, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I'd love to see in a year how they come, you know, how far they come along. I do think that the people that are putting these nodes in really high traffic areas are killing it probably.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you're in Toronto and people are using your node all the time and you're getting paid from that. What were you saying, Storm, about getting paid to you? Like, oh my gosh, look at Toronto. There's like 16 nodes, 31 nodes in a single tile.
Yeah, you get paid like a token.
If people
using
use
the plan.
If people use your node or
No,
just by
this is
using
just
your,
you using their phone plan.
That's so weird.
$5 a month phone plan, and then you get technically rewarded for using it.
I mean, you know what? For $5 a month, I might just get one of my old iPhones and throw on a $5 per month phone plan.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know what I
Worth a
mean?
try.
Yeah, just to see what it's about. Kind of cool.
Yeah, and I realized that I missed an opportunity by talking about helium and not talking like way up here. This probably should have been how we talked about this whole article, but
Yeah. No kidding. Well, I hope helium seals the deal. Seal. Well, that reminds me of the rewind today. You guys ready?
Yeah, what do you got for us, Lewis?
All right. So I felt like we always talk about internet. We always talk about the same types of tech all the time. But how much do you guys know about seal tech? Tech used to seal things
Like zippers?
like bottles, zippers.
I'm going to say I know the average amount of steel tech compared to the average person.
So barely anything.
Barely anything.
Yeah, me too. So today's rewind is going back to a very scary time. So flight attendant Paula Prince buys a bottle of cyanide-laced Tylenol. Prince was found dead on October 1st, 1982, becoming the final victim of the mysterious ailment in Chicago, Illinois. So there was like a terrorist attack of some sort where someone slipped cyanide pills into a bunch of different Tylenol bottles, and it ended up killing them because they didn't know how like the seal worked back then, or like into a different degree.
Okay.
So think about now.
When you buy a bottle.
Something, it's like it's very much sealed, or like there's some sort of indicator on it that like is letting you know that it has been sealed.
It's
like,
called tamper proofing.
Yeah, exactly. So like on a bottle of Sprite, a bottle of Coca-Cola, you know how there's like a little red tab underneath the cap of the bottle?
So you can see that it hasn't been opened.
Yeah, exactly. So all these things here, and it even said on the labeling too, if it's found, return or throw out.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting technology, but I just wanted to bring this back to talk about to think what kind of technology, do we use and rely on every single day, but never think about. And I think that's one of them, Lee.
Oh yeah, so I actually know a little bit about tamper proofing from our journey down the rabbit hole of starting a spirits brand.
Yeah.
and then that's actually a mandatory thing.
Mhm.
So what happened probably was
I leave that in.
Yep.
Spirits.
Yep. Oh yeah. Regulators obviously said, hey, like, you know, you have to have tamper proofing if you're going to sell a beverage or you're going to sell a food. And today, everything that we buy is tamper proofed.
Yeah.
Like, you can't buy really anything that's not, except for maybe Bulk Barn. You go to Bulk Barn
Yeah.
and you other than stuff like that, you're pretty much protected. And it's one of those things you don't really think about, but it's so important. And
It
it's
really
also,
is.
you don't think about it, but you notice it when it's wrong. You notice when your
Mhm.
bottle of Coca-Cola, that seal has been broken, or if there's like a hole in your bag, and you get sussed out. You're like,
Yeah.
did somebody, poison my food, or
Which is pretty cool because that's definitely what it's meant for. You
Yeah.
know?
It's meant to just it's super user friendly. It's meant to alert us that something is off.
Yeah. So I thought it was just an interesting little rewind to go with today. Very, very, quick rewind, but sometimes you just got to rewind quickly to get.
One example of tech like that you just like don't understand or really think about often, I find, is like all the stuff in our homes, like electricity, HVAC systems, plumbing. Like, I still don't get how plumbing works.
Yeah.
Haven't looked at, like, it's like I flush, but there's no power,
Yeah.
and they use like gravity and like some other crazy things like water pressure.
Should
And,
ask Chris Pratt's Mario how plumbing works.
Yeah.
The gabagoo here. Yeah. Forget about it.
Yeah, but like that's like things you just don't think about, but like when it doesn't work,
Yeah.
you don't know why it's not working. Like, your shit's still in the toilet, it's not going anywhere, but
Yeah.
there's technology behind that. You just kind of have to learn to appreciate these small things.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's not just flying cars and AI cows. It's toilet flushes and tamper proofing.
Yeah. Absolutely. AI. What if I told you that I have a game for you guys both today?
I love games.
You love games?
Let's play.
Storm, you want to play a game today?
Yes.
Do you want to play a game today, Storm?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Menelaws.
Well, interesting. What we're doing today is the Kanye game. I'm going to read to you a quote, and you have to let me know if Kanye West said this or if it was an AI who made this quote. Okay?
Okay, so hold on. Before we play this game, it makes sense, but you only know if we're right or wrong if you got the answers, and you don't got the answers, Lou. You don't got the answers.
Did you see that he came clean? He's like, he did have
Have the answers.
So realistically, Kanye West is the second biggest genius in the world. Sway was the number one.
All right, Sway Lou.
All right, Sway Lou.
I know.
Yeah.
I know how we're gonna answer already. It's gonna be either yay or nay.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Welcome to Yay or Nay.
Yeah.
I'm going to read you a Kanye West quote, and you have to determine if Kanye really said it or if it was AI generated. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, the first one. You can't look at a glass half full or empty and be like, that's half filled. You got to be like, that glass is fucking half filled, and I'm going to drink it. True or false? Or sorry, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
That was false. That was AI generated.
Damn it. Wait, you saying it in that like way made me think it was real.
Way?
Yeah, damn.
Way? No, I know. That's the funny thing is that you gotta say.
Is this AI generated based on Kanye West lines?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
By OpenAI. I went onto OpenAI's API and I generated all these myself.
Oh, these are original.
These are original. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and actually, yeah. So, all right. Next one. Ready? I feel like I'm too busy writing history to read it. True or false?
Oh, that's yay all day.
Yay.
Yay.
Or nay? Yay? That is yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay. All right. How about this? I am not a fan of books.
It's yay.
Yay.
Yeah. Yep. That was yay.
I am not a fan of Okay, go ahead.
Next one. For me, money is not my definition of success. Inspiring people is a definition of success. Yay or nay?
Nay.
Nay.
That was yay.
Oh.
Damn, you got us there with like
We're
three
like-
in a row.
Because with the Kanye, we're like, oh, they're short and sweet, right? That
Yeah.
one was a bit longer, so.
Yay.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
So it has to be a nay. It's been like 4 in a row that have been yay. Go ahead.
I'm like a fly on the wall. I'm watching everyone. Yay or nay?
Nay.
Nay.
That was nay.
Okay. I'm like a fly on the wall. I'm watching everyone. AI generated that, eh?
Yeah, it's good, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Next one. I wouldn't say that anyone in fashion is on my side. I don't think there's anyone on my side. Yay
Yay.
or nay?
Yay.
Nay.
That was yay.
Yay.
Yay. All right. And the last one here, guys. Mark Zuckerberg is the greatest living artist of our time. He has changed the way we see the world and the way we interact with each other. He is a true visionary and a true genius. I believe that he is the best thing that has happened to the world in a long time. Yay or nay?
Nay.
That is nay. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. You say yay?
I said yay.
Oh, wow. No. Yep.
Yeah.
It's nay. Yep. So,
I just feel like he would say that about himself.
Yeah.
About Mark Zuckerberg.
yeah.
I
But
thought that
then he said it about Elon, like one of my favorite quotes on Elon, quotes from Kanye is, if Elon dies, or no, if Elon goes on a break, we all die. What was the quote?
I don't know.
I remember that. He was saying
Yeah.
it was like game over for
Oh,
us.
no, yeah. If Elon has a bad day, we have a bad life.
yeah.
And it's like hilarious too because he's just like standing on a table, like just on a literal soapbox, just going on whatever.
Lewis, that was a great game, and I'm gonna let you finish. But Snips, Snips is coming in hot.
Let's do some snips.
I don't know if Snips will live up to that. That was pretty good.
That was fun.
Number one on the slips. Whoa, slip of
You had
my
a- you had a
slip of my
snip lip.
I had
You had a lip snip.
slip.
Lip slip nip.
Slip.
Oh,
Oh.
nip.
Oh.
Dip. All right, let's dip.
All right. Number one, James Earl Jones steps back from voicing Darth Vader. Signs off on using archived recordings to recreate voice with AI. So James Earl's been going for 50 years as Darth Vader. He's finally passing it on, saying, "You've got enough of my voice." Like,
Yeah.
They
put
honestly
it
do.
together.
They do have enough of his voice to do it.
Yeah.
They- I
And
was-
plus, like, isn't Darth Vader isn't known to speak long like sentences or dialogue?
Honestly, AI Darth Vader sounds like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He
And plus,
has like an AI way of speaking.
and also Star Wars fans have a huge issue with creatives like controlling the direction of the nostalgic Star Wars. Like, I have a feeling if that they chose a different voice actor for Darth Vader, the world would go to shit. So this is the only option that they really had.
What I'm curious about is did James Earl Jones, who by the way has like 3 first names,
That's yeah.
anyway,
Sus.
did he get paid for his like did he have to sell them his voice to like use with AI?
Yeah,
He said he signed off on it, but like I would have been like, you can keep it, but you know, I want royalties to my estate if you're using it, because
Yeah.
like Star Wars might be IP when his grandkids have grandkids, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and if they're still using his voice, he needs the checks.
Yeah. And then like what happens when Disney does some cancelable material? You know?
If they ever will.
Yeah.
They stay far on this side of not get canceled.
But yeah, you just never know. Like I would be pissed off if people use my voice to record their porns or whatever.
Yeah.
Not like, you know, like, yeah, this voice is the most appetizing that you want to watch, right?
Lewis
That's
is
how
like
you lose your boner.
the worst part about being a content creator for Lewis now is that he finds deep fakes of himself on Pornhub.
Yeah, deep fakes. Yeah, that's not real.
Deep something.
Especially when you look up this sentence. No, just joking.
Yeah. Did you guys know that the guy who was in the costume wasn't James Earl Jones? Did you know that fact?
I did, yeah.
I assume that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like,
James is a bigger guy, and the guy in the suit was not. But he performed all of his lines as Darth Vader, thinking that they were going to be in the movie. And then he went to the movie, and it's like they dubbed all of his voice out with James Earl Jones's voice. So he performed like his actual voice. So imagine him sitting on the sidelines
Wait,
right now.
really?
Yeah.
So he thought that he was going to be in the movie?
He was in the movie, but he
like
thought
his
his voice was Darth Vader.
Oh.
And so now, like, after 50 years, he's like, finally, I get my chance. James Earl stepping down. Let's go. It's all me. It's all me. Back to the OG.
And then they
It's
use
like
his
with
AI.
a robot. And I
Can you
guess
imagine having his voice and how much better your life would be.
Yeah.
yeah, him and Morgan Freeman and those guys, like,
Seriously.
set for life. Number 2 on the Snips list, Apple prepares to offer in-app NFT sales, which is cool, kind of. They're going to take 30% cut of the profits, which is very not cool. And of course, this set off Epic Games CEO because Tim Sweeney
And they just
loves
they
Apple.
just trigger this Epic Games CEO. I feel like
Bro,
Epic Games hasn't had any innovation lately because the CEO's in his bedroom with like pictures of Jobs and Tim Cook on his wall. It's like trying to connect the dots of like
It's
this
literally-
crime syndicate.
No, he literally like, you know how you can like have like tweet notifications go off and then like just immediately just spam them with hate. That's what he's doing. That's what Epic Games CEO is doing.
Yeah.
Literally, Apple's like, oh, we're gonna release a new Apple Health that tracks your menstrual cycle, and then Epic Games CEO is like,
30%?
are you serious?
30%? Starts drooling. I hate Apple. Has an apple, takes a bite out of it, spits it out. His like board of directors is like, just calm down, sweetie, calm down.
Like, could you imagine? Like, yeah, like he like is just like talking. Someone takes one bite out of an apple and then just like holds it up like that, and he's like, "Are you serious? Get the fucking thing off!"
It's like the guy at the party that's getting super heated, but then the guy that he's getting heated at is just like super calm, and he's just like, "Hey man, just can you calm down?"
You're making a scene, Tim. You're making a scene here. I fucking love her, man. I fucking love her.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I just want to fucking knock him out.
Yeah.
His girlfriend comes home. Hey, babe, it's fall season, and I was thinking we could go down to the orchard and,
What did they have
pick
at
a
the
couple.
orchard?
Well, like go apple picking.
Oh, you
Let me guess. He's 30% bigger, isn't he? He's 30% bigger. Man, yeah, he obviously he hates Apple, but shout out to Tim Sweeney for keeping Apple in check, and and this all the fun and games, obviously, because
Apple is like doing an Andrew Tate right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you want an app on my app store, I gotta take 30% of it. You know.
So how does this work, Storm? Like, so NFT sales means you can buy it, like you can sell NFTs on the app.
Yeah, it's like in-app purchases,
Well, then it's just following the same rules that the rest of the app store
which he was
has.
already fighting
Yeah.
for
So
in-app purchases. Yeah.
that's
right.
funny.
Wow, what a motherfucker.
That's actually, to relate it back to like Top Shot and stuff, they don't have an app, and people have wanted an app for the longest time, but it's like you save money by not going through app
Apple,
payments
yeah.
and just going through like their website directly, right? So it actually saves
What's
people.
the mobile experience like on your phone? Is
Good.
it like really good?
Yeah.
Because you almost don't need an app if you can make the mobile experience really good.
Yeah.
And I know we cover a lot of fast forward things on this podcast, as the name implies, but nothing is more future focused than number 3 on the Snips list. Kellogg's, no milk, no problem.
Oh.
Just add water. Instabowls for real milk and their first ever cereal innovation.
I'm gonna say this is insanely smart.
I mean, yeah, it is smart.
How
I'm
often
just kind of
do you
grossed
guys
out.
do you guys carry milk in your house anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's all okay, maybe, but it's like almond milk. And,
Maybe.
because he's
Storm's a fucking weirdo.
no.
but It's like the lactose free milk though. It's like not like
Okay, so even you have like an alternative.
yeah.
In our house, we have almond milk and cashew milk and shit.
Yeah, I just had the protein milk.
Yeah, like this is genius. People don't have milk anymore. Some people don't even carry the almond milk at home.
Yeah.
They want to have a bowl of cereal. It always made sense to just add water.
But here's the thing, though. What percentage of the milk is it going to be? Because it can only be 2%.
I don't know what it's gonna be. I
The
think
consistency can only be 2%.
might-
That's the like.
they might
skim
have
milk. Yuck.
They might tell you how much to measure. It might say like, hey, put 1 cup of water in here, and then
Mhm.
that'll be like the perfect ratio.
Yeah.
But I use powdered milk all the time because I
For
don't
your
care
kids.
for cooking. So if a recipe has like milk in it, I don't have dairy milk in my fridge. So it became an issue. So I started using powdered milk, where you take 1 tablespoon of powder and
Yeah.
you put in some milk, and then you just stir it together. And milk is just mostly water anyway,
Yeah.
and it works great.
But it just doesn't seem the same.
Have you had powdered milk before?
I have.
I bet you can't blind test the difference.
I think I could.
Maybe you could.
Next episode.
Blind
See
test.
Lewis try milk.
Yeah, just dust the milk.
But okay, maybe you know what? Maybe there is a difference, but honestly, when you have it in a recipe, you can't tell. In a recipe, on its own, you can.
Is that
But
cap?
No, it's not.
You have
cap.
to make me 2 fettuccine alfredos. All right.
One with real dairy,
One
with
with real dairy, one without.
Okay, I mean fettuccine alfredo is like so specific. Like I was thinking like
I don't
pancakes.
want fettuccine. Yeah, I want fettuccine alfredo.
I mean, that's kind of tricky, but
I mean,
anyway,
I
I think
just- I
think
just
it's
eat-
really innovative,
I just eat cereal with water anyways, so this doesn't do much.
dude. If you eat cereal with
Special
water,
kid vibes. Yeah.
something
Why was milk the thing chosen to lubricate cereal for us? Like, why
Yeah.
did they start out with water
Sorry,
way
why
back?
the hell did you have to use that term? Lubricate cereal?
Well, it's because you don't want to eat cereal dry, so you need something to help go down the gullet. You know, like.
Hold
Listen,
on,
Storm.
I need to understand.
I don't know if anyone said you got issues before. Let me be the first if so. Water with cereal.
So what was the very first cereal? Maybe it was okay, here we go. Around the late
Cornflakes.
19th century,
I know.
they're most often mixed with traditionally cow's milk.
Yeah.
They can also be paired with yogurt instead or eaten plain. So I think the reason they didn't use water, Storm, is because it's fucking disgusting.
From the start. From the start, they knew.
Yeah.
And
like
actually, I'm just reading here too. Jack Kellogg, starter of Kellogg's, quote unquote said like we did not choose water to do this because it's fucking disgusting. It's fucking gross. And whoever does it is an idiot. No, I'm just joking.
it's a great snip though, Storm.
That was a great
thanks.
snip. Love that.
We're hanging at it around 1 hour mark right now. They said it couldn't be done, but we have a meme, and then we're gonna send the good folks on their way.
All right, what do we got for us?
So in the meme, we have the American flag. So let me set it up, I guess. It's the it's the Avengers.
Yeah.
It's a meme from the Avengers, and square one is the American flag. They said, "All set up, boss." It shows SpaceX, who America was just talking to, said, "Actually, he's the boss," pointing at NASA. NASA's just chilling. SpaceX goes, "I just pay for everything and design everything, make everything look cooler."
It's a Tony Stark, eh?
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
That's funny.
Which relates right back to our NASA being cooler. They got to be cooler, man.
Yeah. I mean,
They're pretty cool.
they're pretty cool.
Blew up a freaking asteroid.
Yeah. I mean, I wish they celebrated it a bit cooler, but
Yeah.
Like, I mean, to be fair, Elon dances, but you know what though? Elon's kind of aware that he's not a good dancer. And
embraces it.
So it kind of makes it a little bit funny and cool. Yeah, I just don't know if they're doing it NASA. So great meme, Storm. Great meme.
Thank
Yep.
you.
That's
You're
funny.
so good at memes.
I always found the right
Thanks.
one.
Yeah,
You
I
always
appreciate
just
it,
know.
guys.
You
What a
just-
good way to end the podcast, guys.
Why don't you wrap us up for us, Lee?
Well, thanks everyone for listening. If you can and love us, you will review us on all the platforms, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts.
That's very stern.
Yeah,
You will.
Well, I'm done asking.
If you love us.
What episode
you
is
will.
this?
29.
29. You know what? I'm done asking. We're telling them. We're
Yeah.
telling them what we want, and
Someone's listening for the first time, being like, "Damn, these guys are demanding."
we want you to review the podcast, and we also want you to also follow us on social media: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. You can find us at Fast Forward Pod, where we upload short form content, clips from the show. And anyway, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week.
Are we at 1,000 followers on TikTok? I think we're
Okay.
just about there.
We're getting close.
Almost. We're getting close. We'll soon have a link in our bio.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm excited for. That's like when it becomes real official because I'm
We're
going to
at-
say Lincoln bio.
We're at 9:27.
Oh
Are
wow!
you-
Help us get there, guys. Help us get there.
All right. Peace out. Peace
Take
and
care.
love.
See ya.